Welcome back. We're here this morning with Claire Pulley and Cassidy Baltrusidis, and tomorrow is the Tour de Corn bike ride in Mississippi County, and it's a ride that's been going on for a while now. So let's talk a little bit about what this bike ride is all about.
Sure. So this is actually our 23rd year for Tour de Corn. So years ago, 23 years ago, there was a group of farmers who decided they wanted to showcase what Mississippi County and Scott County and Southeast Missouri was all about.
Yeah.
And so they wanted people to be able to see the beauty of our land and agriculture, and they wanted them to be able to see it on a bike.
That's
and
amazing.
So here we are, 23 years later, still going strong. And it's a charity ride. So all of our proceeds are donated not only to local charities, but national charities as well. We've donated to St. Jude, to the National MS Society. We've also recently established a local scholarship.
Oh, wow.
So the Tour de Corn Founders Scholarship that we give to local students at East Prairie High School. And so we've grown tremendously, and Cassidy here kind of handles our registration process, and she can probably give you some numbers, some details about that.
Do you guys have quite a few people registered so far?
We do. We're staying right on track to almost our pre-COVID numbers, which is
incredible.
Really great. So right now we're looking at about 600 riders already registered coming in tomorrow, representing 18 states.
Oh my goodness.
So we've got people coming from Ohio, Georgia, all the way to California.
Oh my gosh.
They are dedicated. They come every year, and they come from all over the place. So we've got people who bring their RVs in and camp. We've got people who throw up some tents and camp on the property, getting ready for the weekend.
Wow.
I can't imagine sleeping on the ground and then getting up and riding 100 miles, but they do it.
But to each their own, right?
Yep.
But that's amazing. Like, what does that mean for you guys to know that people all the way from California still come to this year after year, and they show support for this community?
Yes, it's incredible. The stories that we hear, and I know Claire hears a little bit more than I do because she's outside after the ride a lot more, but the stories that they tell, the excitement that they have, the love that they give back to our rest stops, all of the volunteers that they see along the way is it's worth all of the hard work and the stress kind of getting it ready whenever we start hearing all of that stuff.
Absolutely. And not only is it our Tour de Corn ride, but this is also the 50th anniversary of the annual Sweet Corn Festival that we have going on in East Prairie.
Wow.
And so we'll have our Tour de Corn ride on Saturday, but the Sweet Corn Festival starts as well. So we want to make sure that everyone is there for that.
That's amazing.
Yes, so the Main Street party kicks off tonight, and just so people know, if you haven't registered for Tour de Corn, we will be set up tonight at the Main Street party. You can register tonight, or
in the morning.
You can register in the morning. We'll be there bright and early. Registration will start at 6:30.
Oh my goodness.
And the ride kicks off at 7:30, so it's not too late.
No, and it's an early morning, but it sounds like it's going to be an incredible weekend for you all. You have so much planned, but let's talk a little bit more about the bike ride.
Yes.
I know you guys on your website, it says this is not a bike race, it's a ride. And there's multiple different rides that are happening. So talk a little bit about that, and then what people get at the end of the ride as well.
Sure. So you riders can choose various routes. So they can choose to ride 15, 30, 60, or 100 miles.
Okay, wow.
So there is something for everyone.
Yeah.
So from the littlest all the way up to the most serious.
Yes.
We truly have an option for anyone who wants to ride. And along the way, we have what are called rest stops, where these are manned by volunteers. Everything in Tour de Corn is 100% volunteer run, which is amazing. Literally hundreds of people from our communities, all the way from Mount Level rest stop, which is down kind of towards the levee, all the way up to Commerce and Morley, past Benton. Rest stops that have corn, of course, corn on the cob. Again, like Cassidy and I are like, how could you ride 100 miles on a bicycle and want to eat corn? But people do, hot corn. homemade cookies, granola bars,
peanut butter and jelly,
pickle.
Oh my gosh.
Tons of pickles and pickle juice.
Yeah.
You know, there's rest stops, live music.
Yeah.
Many of them have live music and bands that will be out there, entertainment. So it is truly an experience.
Yeah.
From start to finish.
It sounds like it's an incredible experience. So where can people, real fast, find out more information about this ahead of the events?
You can go to tourdecorn.com. And that'll pull up all of the information for Tour de Corn. We
Wonderful.
also have epsweetcorn.com, and that will give you all of the information of everything that's going on this weekend, the schedule of events,
Perfect.
all of the different things. We have the singing. Putting on the
Tonight,
hits.
yes, there's putting on the hits, there's the Main Street Party, there's live music tonight. Tomorrow, there's tons of events, not only the Tour de Corn, but the Sweet Corn Festival. There's vendors, there's a variety of events going on, so much all weekend. So head on over to epsweetcorn.com. There's that schedule. We would love to see everyone there.
That's incredible. It sounds like it's going to be an amazing weekend. If you need something to do, definitely head on over to that website that you see at the bottom of your screen. Ladies, thanks so much for joining me this morning.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it. We'll be back in just a bit.